Welcome back, guys. We're just chatting Colorado here. Don't mind us. This is cool. A new book, second edition of a book, claiming to be the ultimate bucket list when it comes to the Mile High City. Whether you just moved here or you've called Denver home your entire life, I promise you'll find things in this book that you didn't think of or didn't know of. It's called 100 Things to Do in Denver Before You Die. The top ways to connect with the city and its nearby surroundings, like Red Rocks, good example.
Yeah. More popular places like Red Rocks and some hidden gems that you may not have heard of in here. Joining us in studio, we have the author of this book, Rich Grant. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
We can sort of call you a lifetime local.
Yeah,
sort of.
oh yeah. I've been here longer than most people have been alive, let's put it that way.
Right. Well, and this is cool. And again, this is a second edition, so you guys have updated this. But it's not necessarily a guidebook. It's just, hey, here are 100 really cool things you should do.
It's like sitting down with somebody for a beer who's been here forever. And if you're new to this city, yeah, absolutely. At the Wynkoop, first brewery. But, and we just tell you, here are the things you have to do. Here are some really cool things you may not know. A lot of people living here don't even know most of these things or haven't done them.
I've been here 6 years now, and I'm looking through the book, and I'd say at least half I've never heard of or thought of specifically.
Yeah.
And so this isn't just for people who are brand new to Colorado.
No, absolutely. It's a great Christmas
Totally.
stuffer for somebody who loves the city, you know, and says, what should we do this weekend? And I think it will help try to get people off of I-70. There's so many things to do in Denver that don't involve getting on I-70.
CDOT needs to hire you,
That
right?
is a mission I can get on board with, specifically between the months of December and March.
Yeah,
If we could just
I'd even throw in January.
So let's talk about some of the items on the list. I know you can't go through all 100, but what are some of the kind of the top 5 here?
I think one thing people don't realize, Denver is the most isolated city in North America. I mean, we're 600 miles from another city, and there was absolutely no reason for Denver to even be a city except for the railroads. You needed to have some place in between. And so we have a lot of the top railroad attractions here. We have Union Station is a perfect place to start. I mean, it is the ultimate station. And it's surprising how many people still have not taken the train down there. The only way to arrive is to take the train. And then we're the only city in the country where you can arrive by train from the airport and then get on another train and go skiing, and have on our ski train drop you right at the foot of the slopes.
So cool.
We have a Colorado Railroad Museum, which has the largest railroad collection. And then you can go on an actual authentic steam locomotive at Georgetown. And it's one of the great engineering feats of railroading. You go around over the top of yourself. It's a thrilling ride, and it's 35 minutes from Denver.
Yeah. Well, this book is pretty easy to thumb through. You've got everything listed out in categories: shopping, music, and entertainment.
It's an easy reader for millennials.
Exactly.
People who don't read.
Do you have an all-time favorite?
You know, I'm a mountain person, so we have a lot of, we take you to all the state parks, and people know some of our state parks, but our state parks in any other state would be national parks and be famous. And Roxborough is the best outcroppings of the Fountain Formation, which makes up Red Rocks and Garden of the Gods, but the most natural setting one is Roxborough. El Dorado is known by rock climbers all over around the world. It is really, President Eisenhower spent his honeymoon at El Dorado. They used to have, they used to have streetcars go there.
You have these little fun facts in here?
Yeah,
That's
there's
cool.
a lot of those things. So, buy a Parks Pass or get their brochure or look for the suggestions in here and see state parks instead of, we get 3 million visitors a year at Rocky Mountain National Park, and it's beautiful, but there are so many other places to go.
Well, we got to run. Speaking of going, we got to go.
Okay.
Where can people find this?
Amazon, and we'll have a big signing at the Tetacover on November 14th.
The one on Colfax?
The one on Colfax.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Great
Rich.
to see you.
Thanks a lot.
So we've got, my parents are coming out next week, so I'm going to start looking up ideas.
Give them
Give him a little bit of a tour here. Let's get over to Greg. He's watching your weather on this Wednesday morning. Speaking of which, my parents are coming out next week.